One.
Good morning, Panther fans. Hi. I present to you uh, Jostradamus Jr. over here, Randy Moeller.
I think it's great because fans are engaged and everybody can have their opinion in that. But for somebody to put out there on social media that we should beat Montreal 9-0 on Thursday night, I got news for you. That ain't gonna happen.
and he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. We did not win 9-0. I don't.
Yeah, it's funny. I was shaking my head. No.
Yeah, Stu was like shaking. Oh my god! Like we're going to score 9. What's wrong?
The thing that blows my mind, and I've obviously been around hockey, 50-something year. I don't remember ever seeing 10 goals, 7 goals on the Panthers. Well, I've never seen them do that in one period. Obviously, they set a record, but
yeah.
Listen, I know you bashed, and probably a lot of people bashed Bob, but I've watched NHL Network. Obviously, they always put reviews of all the games. I've watched it twice now.
Right.
The Matheson shot was in that corner.
Right.
And then the other goals, 4 of them were deflected goals.
Right.
I don't really want to bash Bob. He didn't have his best game. But those goals, if you guys look, and you can go on YouTube and search Panthers Canadiens, and you tell me. All right, what do you think?
Well, I think he allowed 3 goals on the first 3 shots, and then he was pretty much his normal self the rest of the game. And I'm not even a little bit concerned. That's
just amazing. That was 6 seconds into the game.
I know. Or 16. Literally my ass had not hit the couch.
I know.
But
we came right back.
Yeah.
And then we got another one.
Yeah.
All right. So you want me to give you a couple of thoughts?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right. So I'm going to put it out there. Aaron Ekblad, again, he must have watched our podcast when we bashed him, because the guy has responded and is playing pretty good hockey. And last night, scoring 2 goals was big. I don't know what the hell he was doing in front of the net.
Right.
To get that rebound goal, but man, he crushed it on that. And obviously the shot was good. What can you say about Matthew Tkachuk?
Yeah. Since my tweet, since my tweet, he's been on a tear. Not causation doesn't equal correlation. What do they say about that? Not taking credit. It's a coincidence. That's fine. Either way.
Listen, he could get 4 assists a night. I'm happy with that. That means he's setting up goals. His goal, though, went off Edmondson's shin pad or inside of it. It got deflected.
Right.
But right. Amazing. And for the first time, I actually saw Barkov with the captain of the Canadiens discussing that. I think it was the Reinhart. No, I don't know. I think it was the Reinhart goal. I don't know. It was something with the referee.
Oh, that's unusual.
Yeah, our captain was representing.
Very cool.
Did you like that he was mic'd up?
I'm doing the stream, so I don't hear it as much. Yeah.
It's so funny. He's got such a dry sense of humor. At the
end,
it's something he was talking about being the coach.
Oh, yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, I don't. I can't have the volume too loud, or the video gets copyrighted and might get. If you have the football game on too loud, YouTube will take it down like in the middle of the game. So, look, I mean, the fastest 10 goals in a period in NHL history, and I mean, I hurt my elbow lifting on the first one. I gutted out the next 3, and then Kyle had to do the last one. I'm okay. What happened?
I don't see you doing the weightlifting. I'm sorry. I'm so focused on.
See, what had happened was, and this actually happened 3 times last night. It's happened a lot during the year. Other team scores. So first thing I do is curls, right? Then I do pushbacks, and then I do presses. And what I've gotten to, shoulders getting pretty strong. So I just been like, I'm going to keep doing these presses until we score. It worked 3 times last night. But on the first time, I was on the way down when we scored. So I went, yeah, right back up. And oh, man, on my elbow. I'm okay. It's just tender. It's just a little bit sore. I didn't hurt myself. It's just I'm old. But I kept doing it because we kept scoring when I was lifting because we kept coming right back.
Crazy. Hey,
Yeah.
before I forget, to my Irish compadres, happy St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, and happy birthday, Kyle.
And happy birthday, Kyle.
Yeah.
Those green pregame jerseys are crazy.
Yeah,
I don't really like the numbers so much, but they look cool in green. I actually have. I should have gone in my trunk of my car because that's where it is. But Graham, who runs the ice operations, would give me. They have custom game pucks,
right?
And there was one for St. Patty's Day, which was like the green logo.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Penguins lost. So
yeah, well, let me bring up the standings.
Yeah, so we're tied in games. NHL Network still says that the Penguins are locking up the 7th.
The Penguins, look, the 7th seed is a pipe dream, in my opinion.
No, it's not, because the Penguins play the Rangers.
Well, that's true.
One more time.
Oh, only one? No. They lost to the Rangers last night. Did they? Yeah. So they'd already played the first 2. I knew they played 3 times. So the Penguins
won at the Garden again.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And then who do they play after that?
After that, they got Senators, Avalanche, Stars, Capitals, Wings,
okay. So
Predators, Bruins.
Keep it there. So they should beat Ottawa. They're going to Colorado.
Right.
I don't think that Colorado is playing good hockey.
Dallas
is on fire.
That's back-to-back, bro. Colorado and Dallas back-to-back.
And then the Capitals are fighting. I mean, they're at home. And then, I don't know, bro. But they got a tough schedule.
Okay.
Now, where are we at? What do we
got? We are 3 points behind.
No. What's our schedule?
Okay.
I know we're 3 points. What's cool is with 3 points on both of those teams.
Yeah, but
we're even again. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, 7 and 8, they're up for grabs.
All right.
We take care of business.
All right. So we got the Devils to end the homestand tomorrow.
Right.
Then we go on the road for the Wings and the Flyers. That's back-to-back. So you're probably going to see, I guess, Alex Lyon is going to come back up.
I don't know, man. One of those games scares me.
Yeah. The Red Wings game is. Look, I went over this yesterday on the podcast, and I got us to 11-4. And the Wings game is one of the 4. Just the first road game. After such a long homestand, the fact that the Wings are going to be way more desperate than us, even though we should be desperate. The Wings are going to be on their last breaths.
I'm worried about the Devils, Eric.
Well, yeah,
I'm worried about the Devils. The Devils are flying right now.
Let's see,
and it ain't a cakewalk like it used to be with them.
They lost 2 in a row, though.
I know.
But the thing with the Devils is they might have been eyeballing first place. They're only 1 point behind the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes got 2 games in hand on them, but they just lost Svechnikov. So
what I'm saying is I think we're 5-1-1 on the homestand.
Yeah.
So why don't we just take it out and win the game? 2-1, I'm happy. In regulation. All of these wins have to be in regulation right now. Sorry, I got to put my glasses on.
Yeah.
I hope we didn't. Let me put it. I'll put it a nicer way. I hope we didn't empty our gun.
No, I don't think it wasn't. I mean, it was weird. I mean, they were flying on offense, but I mean, every shot was going in. You know what I mean? I mean, every
Except
shot.
the ones in the third period.
Yeah, well, Monty decided he was, and we were kind of one and done in the third period.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted to rub it in
right
the Canadiens' face. That's one thing about NHL players, the respect that they have.
Right.
Except, when they do head hits against other players. That pisses me off, but it's not like, in football. Oh, I got to tell you something crazy. You know what the under-over for that game was last night?
What?
14.5.
Come on.
I saw that on the NHL Network.
No.
Yep. Go look it up. 14 goals were scored. The under-over was 14.5. How do they know this shit?
Come on. Well, maybe they listened to the show with Randy and they figured Randy was right about the 9, and they just figured, well, Bob will give up his 4, so they bumped it up to 14. That
blew my mind.
So everybody would have taken the under on that and still won.
No, 14.5.
Yeah, but if the over-under is 14.5.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And you bet the under, that means at 14 you win.
That's why it didn't make sense to me.
That don't make any sense.
I don't know.
Are you sure it wasn't sarcasm?
Maybe.
You sure they weren't joking?
Maybe I read it wrong. But
somebody in the comments will know. I'm not a guy that looks at that. That would be because you would say that'd be proof of collusion, except for why would they set it so high? That's such an insane bet. Like, everybody would take the under at 14.5.
Yeah. Did last night remind you of last year?
Yeah.
As far as the wave and the forechecking. I mean, Montreal obviously is not a good team.
Right.
But, they coughed up the puck a lot, and we just outworked them. Yeah.
And we need to get Duke a goal, man.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
He needs I'm not saying he was dragging a little bit, but you could definitely tell towards the end of the game. I watched them, I watched the guys go off the ice because the body language will tell you a lot when they're getting off the ice. And he was definitely a little sluggish, those last few strides to get off the ice and get on the bench and everything. I'm not saying I think he's hurt. I just think he needs to get a goal.
Yeah, Lundell needs to get a goal too.
Yeah.
I don't think he scored in a few games. What was really great about last night was the fact that Maurice could roll all lines.
Right.
And always love to see Lundberg score.
Yeah.
And I thought the fourth line, that Stahl, Cousins, and Colin White.
Yep.
They played good. Obviously, White got a good goal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Bob. I'm just not worried about it. It's not like he doesn't look suddenly bad. You know what I mean? He's still moving fine, so I'm not overly concerned about that. There were some
he was probably pissed because between the Winnipeg game and this game, he had a 9.16. He was rolling.
Right.
That just blew his goals against and percentage out the window. But it doesn't matter. The W is the only stat.
Right now, it doesn't matter if it's 10-9 or 2-1. Just get the 2 points. That's all that matters right now. And the only thing, I said it last night in the stream and in the recap. It's like I was disappointed in the crowd in the third period because it kind of felt like, apparently on Facebook, I'm hearing this, secondhand, but apparently on Facebook, people were complaining that the wave doesn't belong in hockey, so they wouldn't stop. They haven't been doing the wave, and then I would have wanted the "We Want 10" chance at the beginning of the period, not like the last three. And we even had a power play like the last 2-3 minutes there.
Yep.
And they didn't look real interested in getting number 10. You know what I mean?
Again, that's the they didn't want to pile on and disrespect another team.
Right. Yeah. Even though they did it to us last year.
They had the game won going into the third. So
Right.
Anyway, I think the Islanders play the Sharks tonight.
Yeah.
Pull up, if you wouldn't mind, pull up the West.
Yeah.
See where the Sharks are. I think they're fighting for a playoff spot too.
Who? What? The Sharks?
Yeah.
No, dude, they're like the worst team in the NHL.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like they're in the number one in the Bedard. Recently, anyway, where they are, they got 52 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've lost 5. They're 1-6 and no, they're tanking.
Yeah. What's their record?
1936.
No. What's their record in the last 5 games?
They've lost 5 in a row.
Oh, they could win tonight.
That would be something.
Yeah.
That would be
seriously. They've lost 5 in a row.
Right. Yeah.
Their coach is probably burning their ass, and they're home. They could play loosey goosey and beat the Islanders.
I mean, that would be something.
But now the Capitals are back in it. They're only 2 points behind us.
Let's see. I mean,
yeah, this is going down to the wire.
Yeah, the Capitals are 2 points behind us, and we have a game in hand, and we play them.
This is going down to the wire. Yeah, and we said we have to win those, face-to-face battles.
Where the season, we've got 2 runs here. We've got Leafs, Rangers, Senators, Leafs. That's the toughie. And then we got Canadiens and Jackets. And then right here, Sabres, Senators, Capitals. That's your season.
Yep.
That's your season right there. You do what you need to do.
2 out of 3 are home.
Right. You got to win those games, and don't have any slippage here against the Canadiens and Jackets.
So we got 14 games left.
We got 14 games left.
So 10-4
from now. Yeah. Yesterday I did all the math, and I went through our schedule and Islanders schedule, and 11-4 got us to 95 points, and I was pretty well convinced that we could win it with 95, because if you look at the Islanders,
Billy said 93, but I told him I thought 96 would do it.
The Islanders have a run here coming. All right, so they got the Leafs, then they got the Jackets, but then Sabres, Devils, Capitals, Lightning, Hurricanes, Lightning. So they've got a gauntlet there that it's weird because it's certain nights we're gonna have to Sabres Islanders, we're gonna have to do the math to see who we're rooting for. You know what I mean?
Listen, if they take a dump, don't be surprised to see the Capitals.
Right. Yeah, no, the Capitals, they play them, and they play Islanders Capitals again April 10th. So just you're not wrong.
Well, again, it doesn't matter if we don't take care of our business.
And that's the name of the game. That's it. So like I've been telling everybody, for the people that are the members and the Patreon supporters, no podcast today, because Kyle is going to drag me all over God's creation today.
It's okay.
He's 24 and I'm 51.
He deserves a good birthday.
Yeah, we're going to have a good time.
And he's great on the stream.
Yeah. No, he does a good job. It's going to be I say I couldn't do without it, but I'm going to have to do it without him from the 23rd to the 4th. Well, he comes back on the 4th, so he'll be back for that game. I think that's the Sabres game. But he's going down to Florida.
Well, I'll tell you what. We could try maybe doing when you're going to do the pregame and the whatever.
Right.
Maybe I'll, we'll take a shot. Maybe I'll do one of them for you.
Well, what I was going to
do it with you, and I don't know, not while you're watching the game, because I won't mention the person's name, but he was texting me a lot, and I finally had to say I really need to concentrate on the game. I'm really weird about that. I mean, nobody can call me. Nobody can, if I'm with somebody, they don't talk to me. Let me focus on the game. I gotta put that energy out there.
Right. No, I get maybe for the pregame and during the intermissions when I go do the recap.
Yeah, I can do that. Now, just if you wouldn't mind, pull up the schedule again.
Okay.
I want to see, besides the Devil game, if there's another Saturday game.
Let's see.
Because I know my man, our man, Paul in Key West wants to come up for a game.
Right.
And I want to see if there's another Saturday game. I don't know when the Rangers.
The Rangers, the 25th.
Okay, Paul.
At 5:00 in the afternoon. He won't even have a late night drive.
That's the game.
Yeah.
I always like seeing the Rangers.
Yeah, that's the game, man. That's the way to put it. That's the game to go to.
Give Daniel Colombo your email address.
Oh yeah, it's flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let me go eat some breakfast, feed the dogs, prepare for my day. My body has not accepted the time change. I was good. I was getting up at 6. I had plenty of time to leisurely get ready and everything like that. This morning, Karen shakes me. She's like, "Hey, it's 7:07." I'm like, "Shit," because the body thinks it's 6:00, and even Fluffy is like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, that was funny. That opening sequence last night. I don't know if it was the review, whatever. Fluffy, how many goals we get?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't shut up. He wouldn't shut up.
He's a trip. Yep. One last thing, and it's not Panther related. Connor McDavid is ripping it, man. And there was one play last night where they're playing Dallas, and he gets the puck at his own blue line.
Right.
Dadonov is skating to him straight from the middle of the ice because McDavid's on the boards.
Yeah.
Normally, Dadonov would be able to, he's like a Porsche. He puts it in 6th gear and he's gone. And then he made a super pass to whoever, and of course he popped it in. But
yeah.
He's got 56 goals.
Jeez.
I mean, he's on a pace, they say, for 156.
Wow.
The only two players to ever hit that is Gretzky and Lemieux.
Yeah, Bure never got there, eh?
Yeah.
No, because he probably wasn't a big assist.
He's got 14 games to get 4 goals. He's going to get it. He's going to get 60 goals. I mean, it's
crazy.
It's crazy.
So what do you think? Barkov and Bob for what? Barkov and Bob for Matthews? Is that not enough?
For Matthews?
Matthews, McDavid, they're all the same.
Either Uyghur scored last night. Take a guess how many goals Uyghur has.
Less than Forsling and Montour. Oh my God.
And they, Calgary, I think, they won the game. And I think 4 or 5. No Jonathan Huberdeau.
Yeah. They're not even gonna make the playoffs. So I mean, we still got to make our playoffs before we can say they didn't make the playoffs. But
who won the trade?
Well, it's funny because I see it on Twitter now. When people, it's funny over the summer. If you said the Panthers won the trade, all of the Calgary fans would be all over you. And now, if you even say that there's anybody left that says the Panthers won the trade, that Calgary won the trade. The Calgary fans like, no, nobody's saying we won the trade. No, it's turned around really quick. It's kind of
And
funny.
where's Schwinn? Whatever happened to Schwinn?
Well, I don't know that he was necessarily. He still needed a year or two of seasoning. You know what I mean? They got a good prospect, but Sutter's not. I don't think he's a big correct. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he's a big young rookie type coach. You know what I mean? I think he's kind of like what the hell, Maurice, where Connor McDavid and Austin, man, those guys, Barkov and Huberdeau, might be the only rookies that can make. You know what I mean? He gave Deanisenko some games. Couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Even though Matheson scored early, I really think the effort was there from the opening. I mean, obviously we came back.
Right.
But they brought it last night.
Yeah,
that's what they need to do tomorrow.
I mean, the Matheson goal was just his first shot of the game. Bob missed it. I mean, it happens.
But it was in that 6-inch corner.
Right.
Corner.
Yeah.
There's no way he's getting that. It was a great shot.
If he starts moving funny or giving up 5-hole goals, that's when it's time to be concerned.
Yep.
Most goalies, if you hit that right spot up high, I mean, look at the other one. It dinged off the post and went in. I mean, I'm not making all the excuses because 5 is 5, but it wasn't like, it wasn't like he was just giving up real softies where he's, missing it and it's going 5-hole or he's way out of position. It was one of those nights. I mean, hell, we had 7, so.
I believe we didn't have any penalties for 2 periods.
Yeah.
And I think we only had 1 penalty. Unfortunately, they scored, but we only had 1 penalty last night.
Yeah.
And that was a key to the game. Maurice even said it.
Right. Yes. Right.
Listen, it'd be nice if we get the lead tomorrow. I'm sick and tired of these having to come back. That's all I got, bud.
Yep. Same here. All right, Panther fans. Gonna get this up and out, and then I'll let y'all know later on during the day when I'm sure I'll put something out on Twitter with Kyle and I out on our birthday date.
Yeah, that'd be nice to have a little birthday recap.
I'm waiting for Randy to wake up and see.
I sent him the text already.
You sent him?
I sent him the clip.
Okay.
Comments, guys. Gotta have a lot of comments about last night.
Yep. All right, everybody. We appreciate the support. We'll see you again later.